Chosen One, October 13th, is your real big day. This is a divine touch. There are moments in time when something greater than logic, stronger than reason, and more radiant than hope steps into your life and shifts everything. October 13th is not just a day on the calendar. It is an appointment set by the hand of God. It is a divine alignment of power, purpose, and perfect timing. This is not just another sunrise. This is the dawn of the extraordinary. For the chosen one, this day has been whispered about in the heavens. A divine touch has been released upon your path. A heavenly motion is now in progress, and the atmosphere around you has started to shimmer with the weight of what's coming. There are no coincidences. October 13th is your confirmation. The delay was not denial. It was preparation for what no eye has seen and no heart has fully grasped. Until now. Watch this video until the end, because something supernatural is going to happen by the time it closes. And write your warmest, most beautiful wishes in the comments. Add the number 777 next to your wish to signal to the universe and to God that you are in full alignment. This number is sacred in this moment. It carries the vibration of finality and fulfillment. It sends an energy surge across the timeline that propels manifestation forward. Your words are power. Let them be the signal that activates your October 13th blessing. Now, Chosen One, like this video, subscribe if you haven't subscribed to the channel, and let's begin. October 13th is not ordinary. It is not small. It is not subtle. It is a roar in the spirit realm, a trumpet blast across the heavens that declares, "The time is now." You, the chosen one, have stepped into your ordained hour. There has been a divine summoning in the spiritual realm, and you were called by name. This day has been carved out of eternity for you. And what is being activated now is not temporary favor. It is eternal inheritance. You have walked through many days that felt like silence. You've survived cycles where it felt like the blessing passed by your door. You've watched others rise while your miracle remained in hiding. But all of that was a setup for this exact chapter. God was not punishing you. He was preserving you. There was a divine timeline unfolding behind the scenes that didn't need the approval of others to proceed. And now, the seal has been broken. The date has been reached. The scroll has been opened. October 13th is a divine key. It is unlocking a level of life that your former self could not touch. And today, you are being upgraded, not just in your finances, not just in your connections, but in your entire spiritual blueprint. The divine touch that is falling upon you today is going to rewrite your emotional history. Where there was trauma, there will be restoration. Where there was confusion, there will be revelation. Where there was delay, there will be a rapid and overflowing release. God did not forget the tears you cried in secret. He did not overlook the sacrifices you made when no one was watching. Every act of faith, every step of obedience, every time you kept going despite the pain, it was recorded. And now, the reward is being released. Not just any reward, but the one that proves you were not walking alone. You were walking with angels. You were walking in grace. You were walking toward this very day. October 13th is wrapped in prophecy. It holds the energy of completion and the power of beginnings. This is the day where old burdens are lifted, and divine confirmation settles upon your soul like warm light. This is the day where your spiritual DNA is activated to recognize opportunity, favor, and alignment, without fear, without hesitation, without delay. You will know what is for you. You will feel the doors opening in the spirit before they manifest in the natural. You will feel the wind change direction, and that shift is not random. It is God announcing, "I am touching your timeline." The divine touch that arrives on October 13th is gentle, yet powerful. It is soft enough to heal your heart, yet strong enough to dismantle every generational limitation that tried to hold you back. It carries an intelligence that knows exactly where to go. It will find your brokenness and restore it. It will locate your buried gifts and resurrect them. It will illuminate your mind, activate your gifts, and position you exactly where you are meant to be. This touch is not symbolic. It is effective. It is intervention. It is divine authority, rewriting your story. The most extraordinary part is this: no one can stop this moment. It has already been ordained. There is no sabotage strong enough, no confusion deep enough, no delay long enough to cancel what is arriving now. This is a sovereign move of God, and those who doubted you, those who overlooked you, those who dismissed the anointing on your life, they will have no choice but to witness this divine turnaround. They will watch as you rise. They will see the evidence of the touch you received on this day. Not because you demanded their approval, but because the fruit will speak. The glow will speak. The shift will speak. You are not just crossing into a new day, you are stepping into the center of divine fulfillment. You are standing in a space where heaven has touched the earth just for you. That ache in your spirit, that stirring in your soul, that is confirmation. You've entered your breakthrough atmosphere. What once felt distant is now drawing close. What once was blurry is now clear. The fog is lifting. The light is breaking. October 13th is a holy collision between your faith and your favor. And God is the author of it all. Chosen one, there are days that live in the background, quiet and unnoticed. Then there are days like October 13th, days that thunder through your spirit like a long-awaited answer. This is one of those days where heaven leans in, where the whispers of destiny become loud enough to shake your core, where the silence breaks, and the spiritual realm sends out a clear signal that your waiting was never in vain. This isn't a metaphor. This isn't a feeling. This is real. Something has shifted in the supernatural realm, and you are the recipient of it. You may have felt it in your body, a strange stillness, a sudden energy. You may have sensed a change in your atmosphere. Maybe people started acting differently toward you. Maybe conversations started to hint at new openings. That wasn't your imagination. It was spiritual reality taking form around you. Because on October 13th, a specific energy has been summoned. A divine atmosphere, tailored for you, is now descending. And this energy recognizes your soul. It knows your name. It knows the scars, the promises, the prayers. And it is here to deliver what God has designed. Don't let the natural fool you. Don't be deceived by what you cannot see with your eyes. The divine is never limited to appearances. The divine works in the layers beneath what others can perceive. And right now, God is orchestrating an unveiling in your life. An unveiling of purpose, of power, of proof. He is revealing the magnitude of what He placed inside you, what you carried, even when you didn't understand it. October 13th is not about chance. It is about revelation. It is about manifestation. It is about the alignment of every spiritual piece finally snapping into place. You've been trained in silence. You've been refined in isolation. You've been awakened through hardship. But today marks a transformation. God is placing His hand on your timeline with a divine intention that cannot be shaken. And here's the truth. This divine touch will not just make you feel better, it will make you become what you were always meant to be. This is about embodiment. This is about emergence. The version of you that you've seen in dreams. The one that walks boldly in light. The one that carries authority. Grace, wealth, wisdom. That version is being called forth today. There's no going back from this point. This is the moment where old cycles dissolve. This is the moment when patterns that kept you spinning finally break. This is the moment when your soul finally exhales and says, "This is it." Because it is. There will be undeniable signs. People will say your name differently. They will respond to your energy with awe. Doors will not just open, they will call for you. Opportunities will not just appear, they will chase you. Because the divine touch doesn't just change your mood, it changes your magnetic field. It alters what finds you. It transforms what aligns with you. Chosen one, this is not just about a breakthrough, it's about visibility. October 13th unlocks the dimension where you are seen for who you truly are. Not the watered-down version, not the misunderstood shadow, but the full, radiant, God-touched being that you were created to be. This is the day where the veil lifts and the world begins to see you through the lens of divine favor. Not everyone will understand it. Not everyone will celebrate it. But they will not be able to deny it. Because when God marks you, no one can unmark you. What's coming next will seem surreal, not because it's random, but because it's the harvest of seeds you planted in faith when nothing around you looked promising. You kept trusting. You kept speaking life. You kept believing in something greater. And heaven has not forgotten that. October 13th is not a reward for luck. It's a reward for loyalty, spiritual loyalty. The kind that stays rooted even in storms. The kind that says, even if I don't see it yet, I know my time is coming. And now that time has arrived. The divine touch carries an intelligence that knows what to restore and what to release. You'll notice certain people fading. Let them go. You'll feel drawn to different conversations, ideas, even cities. Follow the pull. You'll wake up with clarity that surprises you, instincts that lead you exactly where you're meant to go. Trust it. This isn't guesswork. This is divine guidance finally meeting you at your level of growth. You've grown beyond what once fit, and today marks your elevation. Watch how the atmosphere around you becomes charged. Watch how money flows toward you without strain. Watch how creative downloads begin to pour in. Watch how your words start to carry weight. It's not arrogance, it's authority. You've passed the test, and now the crown is being placed on your spirit. This is not symbolic. This is real. You've entered your royal timeline. You've entered the chapter where the divine confirms what your soul has always known. You were never ordinary. You were always chosen. And now, the proof is arriving. Chosen one, when God places His divine touch upon a moment, nothing stays the same. October 13th has been ordained as such a moment for you, not because of something random, but because everything you've lived through has been leading to this. The tears, the silence, the quiet, inner battles, the seasons where you had nothing but a whisper of faith left, they were not wasted. They were investments, each one a brick laid down on the path toward this exact day. And now, heaven has determined it's time to pour out the return. What's different about October 13th is that it's not just a day of hope. It's a day of activation. Hope has carried you this far, but now faith becomes substance. The divine is no longer waiting. The plans have matured. The alignments have formed. The path has been cleared. And what is arriving now carries the momentum of everything that was once held back by divine restraint. Now that divine restraint has been lifted, and the floodgates are beginning to crack open. This is a sacred flood, a heavenly release that knows your name, your coordinates, your soul. This divine touch is strategic. It knows the exact point of breakthrough you need. For some, it will be the sudden arrival of provision. For others, it will be the healing of something emotional that has lingered in the background for years. For many, it will be both. But in every case, it will feel like confirmation. It will feel like timing. It will feel like God saying, "I never left you. I was just preparing the scene for your unveiling." Because, chosen one, you are not only being blessed, you are being revealed. And what is being revealed is more than potential. It is power. It is presence. It is purpose. There will be moments in the hours ahead where your spirit will tingle and your heart will beat faster. That's not anxiety. That's not stress. That's the divine brushing against your being. That's heaven letting you know, this is real. This is the moment. Something is being installed in your life. Something permanent. Something that cannot be erased. There are supernatural technologies being embedded in your path. You will notice strange ease in places that once brought resistance. You will see new favor in relationships that felt neutral. You will find divine alignment in ideas that once felt too big to grasp. That's the anointing. That's the divine touch doing what only God can do. What's especially significant about October 13th is the hidden restoration that comes with it. You see, divine timing is not only about launching into the future, it's also about reclaiming what was lost. God does not ignore your history. He repurposes it. He reaches into your past, not to condemn, but to recover. This is why, even without realizing it, you may begin to recall things from years ago. Old dreams, past visions, ideas that once burned bright in your spirit but were never fulfilled. That's not nostalgia. That's prophetic memory being activated. God is circling back, not to restart your pain, but to restore your promise. And you're going to feel stronger, not because you're striving, but because the divine touch strengthens the foundation of your being. Your words will carry new weight. Your presence will radiate new confidence. People may ask you what's different. They'll feel it before you even explain it. Because energy doesn't lie. And when God touches someone, that energy becomes unmistakable. You don't need to prove anything. Your light will do the speaking. Your peace will be your witness. Your results will echo through realms. Chosen one, you are not being prepared for something small. You are not being launched into mediocrity. October 13th is about magnitude. It's about the release of what was once unimaginable. There's a reason your life took longer. There's a reason the road was more complex for you. You were being positioned for something exceptional. Something that requires strength of character, depth of spirit, unshakable trust. And now that those things are built within you, God can release what He's been storing for you. Don't be surprised when people from your past reappear. Not all of them will understand the version of you that is rising now. Some will try to pull you back into old identities, but this version of you cannot be reduced. This divine touch has altered you. You have outgrown the shell they remember. You have evolved into something sacred, something selected, and you owe no explanation for that. Your emergence will speak for itself. You may also notice divine whispers becoming more frequent, random moments where an inner voice will say, "Go here. Call this person. Apply for that." Follow them. These are divine instructions encoded into your spirit, guiding you to the coordinates of your breakthrough. October 13th doesn't just bring the blessing, it brings the roadmap to walk it out. And you'll know it's real because of the peace that accompanies it. God's voice always comes with peace, clarity, and purpose. Trust that frequency. It is your compass. And as this day unfolds, understand that something is being birthed. The contractions you've felt, the pressure, the isolation, the emotional intensity, were signs of divine labor. And now, delivery is in progress. What is being born in your life is not just a new season. It's a new identity, not fabricated, not forced, but divinely summoned. You are stepping into the fullness of your calling. The weight of what you carry is finally being matched by the support it needs. And the visibility that follows will not be for applause. It will be for impact. October 13th is not a climax. It's an ignition. It's the start of a new rhythm, a divine rhythm where favor flows freely. Opportunities arrive without resistance, and doors open without begging. This is the result of spiritual inheritance. This is what happens when you walk in sync with divine will. And today, God is confirming, you are ready, you are seen, you are blessed, and you are chosen.